Good morning, it's Craig here. It's Sunday the 4th of March. I'm back. I'm back after a week of travel and work, and I haven't recorded since, was it Sunday? Last Sunday, wasn't it? It was a Sunday night. I filmed from Victoria and I decided to take a week's break to let things settle and mix and do all the things they had to do after phase 4, and it was a really good thing. I'm really pleased I did it. It certainly took the pressure off during what was a busy week and a week of early risers and very full days, for which, try as I might have, it just would not have been the most conducive period to write in. So, and as well as that, like I said at the time, I wanted my mind to just have a week's reflexing, to just let things germinate and see what they turned into, instead of just belting straight in from phase 4 with its very systematic way of planning and then jumping into prose writing. So it's been lovely to just allow that to be a bit free for a week, and now I'm back and refreshed and ready to take on the week ahead. So this morning, Sunday, so the routine, of course, now for each week is Sunday planning for what's to be written for the week ahead, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I write one scene each day, and then those 5 scenes will comprise an act, like a 1.1 is an act each week. So there's 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Those would be 4 weeks worth of an act each week, and within each of those acts, so within 1.1, there is 5 scenes, and then so each of those 5 scenes will be one day of the week that I will write them, and then Saturday will be a time for review and editing before I start the week again. And I have been wondering a bit. I thought, that is that going to be an okay timeline to stick to? And while I'm still not 100% positive, after this morning and having a look at the planning and what I've got to write, and I did a little bit of prose writing just to get my head back into the space, and it is amazing how fast words fill up on the page, and I may live to regret what I've just said there, because it comes back to bite me when I'm looking at the page. But really, as an example, for one of the first scenes, well, each scene I've got split into 3 parts, a beginning, middle, and an end. So for the first part of this, the first micro scene, 1 of 3 for this scene, I said, as part of my planning, it was describe the characters, describe the outlook that they have from this car park on top of the city, give a sense of the ambience and the night, and do it in about 222 words. And after I finished describing one of the characters, I'd written 170 words, and then I just finished writing the second character description, and it was in over 222, maybe about 230. And I thought, well, that's great, because I'll just move that description of the city to the next micro scene, and I'll go from there. But obviously then that might push some other things back too. But I don't want to be expansive at this point. I don't just want to freely write things and get like a 500-word slab here, and then I might only get a 200 slab here. I want to be very formalist in terms of keeping to those word limits. I think it's going to be very handy to do that in terms of keeping things neat and understandable and not waffling on. I mean, that's been my whole purpose of outlining, has been to be very discreet in the way that I structure the flow of the novel, so that it doesn't just bloat in particular areas and skim in others. So that's the plan. But like I was saying, the thing that's nice is, is looking well, there's a couple of things. I mean, I'm thinking about how long it's going to take to write what I need to write each day, because I need to be writing 665 words a day to keep to the schedule that I've got, which is those 3 micro scenes. So each micro scene is 222 words, so you get to about 666. 665 is my limit, based on dividing 80,000 words down by 2, and then by 6, and then by 4, and then by 5, and then by 3. But regardless, what was I saying? All those numbers push the words out. Yeah, so how making sure that I can write 665 words each day, and part of the challenge is going to be I'm trying to write nicely with a nice aesthetic, but I don't want that to cripple the fact that I need to get through, and I need to get the words written out each day. Otherwise it's going to slump and it's going to lose its momentum. So really, I think what I'm looking at, and certainly what I did this morning, is to cover 1 micro scene every 20 minutes. So 222 words in 20 minutes, which is very achievable. I don't think that's of any sort of concern. And then to do that 3 times, to get the full hour. Now, whether I need a little 5-minute, palate cleansing in between each of those scenes, Pomodoro style, work for 20, have a 5-minute break, that's fine. I mean, I don't have to be too stringent, but I do have to be pretty tactical in setting that time aside each morning before I jump into the workday, to make sure that I get it all written, and I leave myself enough time to film and to vlog and then to wrap it up. So I think an hour is great, and I can afford to do that when I'm traveling a little bit. Like, I've got a few little days of travel coming up this coming week, and then in a few weeks' time as well. But having an hour in the morning, even if I don't vlog until the night time, about what I've written that morning, should be completely achievable. But we will see. This time next week, we'll see how we go. But I'll also be reporting each day through the week, so we'll see how it goes. Flies buzzing around here. So that's it. Looking forward to the week ahead, and this time next week I should have the first act, is that right? I should have act 1.1 written out. Yeah, that's right. 1.1. Amazing. So let's see how I go. Have a good day, and I'll see you then.